Hello there traders, and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover Euro versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, US dollar index, crude oil, and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the gold market first. So, what I basically found on the multi-time frame analysis, and especially on the higher time frames like a 4-hour and a daily, basically the 4-hour time frame had a nice bear flag. It was a nice perfect bear flag continuational pattern that basically played out very nicely, and we actually even broke this previous low and price tested 1887. So we cleared the lows from basically end of the March this year and cleared the lows from March 16, so from a month ago, right? And now it will basically be to watch going further lower. We don't have any confirmation of any reversal yet or so, but going further lower, we can even see maybe test of 1884. We have also some pivot low at 1878, and so on and so on. Basically, then the next pivot will be all the way down here at 1852. So lots of potential for the lower prices, but again, if the price will start to reject aggressively, then we can also create some kind of bull divergence, because we got a second downside swing here. So if you check, this was the first one, this was the second. So in case of some bigger reversal, then we might even see some bull divergence on the goal. So we'll see so far the situation, but that can also be a possibility. For now, I will just watch this like a test. 1892, we are in the test of this key pivot, and we'll see how the price will react from this area here. Again, this is a still strong downside cycle, and I would like to, to give more time to the market to prove either this is a downside continuation for further supply, or we might see something in the future to create some kind of reversals and maybe build some bull divergence, right? For now, I see the sellers are in control, and the key pivot is on the test. So because the trend is still downside, I always say, odds are that market will continue with the trend if there is no bigger reversal. So still watching for selling opportunities on the rallies, for the next pivot levels around 1883, 1878, or 1851 is in the play. Speaking of the dollar index, we're getting very close to the 104 level. I still expect higher prices. I don't see any big divergence on the higher time frames. So for me, dollar index is just still, I see the big strength of the dollar index, and I will not be surprised if in the very near future we can visit that 104 level again. As I mentioned like a few days ago as well, if you check monthly time frame, we can see basically we have established at 104 level like resistance and 89 level like support. So we are very close at 104. I think we're the high odds in the next pair to revisit at 104 level. Because the dollar index is very correlated, the euro versus US dollar. If the dollar index will keep going upside towards 104, I think the euro dollar can also go lower because of their like inverted coloration, right? Speaking of the crude oil, there was a chance yesterday the crude oil will revisit previous day low, and it didn't happen, right? So market basically started to sell off, but it didn't actually reach previous day low and got this upside leg. Although I cannot find it, they basically have any kind of change of the trend. Basically, there is, on the higher degree, we still didn't visit the major lows around 93 level. So market basically almost revisited that 2 days ago, but it actually failed. Today we have very flat opening, right? Very tight consolidation, rectangle, and the trend didn't change. This whole area here can just be, we can also see there is a trend line, and this is basically just consolidation around trend line. If there is a bigger supply, so there is a bigger supply and no power in the rally, this can also go lower further, try to visit again lows at 96.80 and basically 95, 96. So Yesterday it was a pretty chunky price action. It was an up day, but it was not a quiet trend day. So that's a big warning basically going for today that, I can see the basically downside rotation. So yesterday the price was like this. This was not actually a quite good trend day. It was mostly sidewaysing and just rally at the end of the day. So downside opportunities preferred, but still on the crude oil for me. And Bitcoin versus US dollar, we can see basically an alerted here that we didn't have any change of the trend. Market basically broke this recent swing lows, right, in this 39,000 area, and it's also very important. Market is testing this middle Keltner line, so it can be also on the bear flag. We can see that there is also potential for the bear flag. So still watch for the downside opportunities on the rallies with potential retest of the low at 37,700 and maybe even lower towards 35,000. That'll be all for this update. I hope that you did enjoy. Trade safe as always, and see you tomorrow morning.